Hmm.
We all know that you have the Kingdom Women win. We know that you're a 7-time international bestseller, but life hasn't always been peachy for you. Let's talk about your early childhood life. Let's get into those things that drove you to do this. What are some of the hardships you went through growing up?
Okay, so I was raised by a single mom. I never knew my dad. My mom is gonna kill me for saying this, but she was young. I'm not gonna tell her age, but I can tell my dad's age. He was 67 when I was born, and being 67 and having a newborn, anybody that's listening know that's it just doesn't mix. So anyway, I never really got to know him. There was a void in my life because of it. And uh I I mean, I searched for love in all the wrong places. I searched for love from just not just boys and men, but I searched for love through people. And sometimes people can be unforgiving and they don't love you like you want them to. So, and I searched for it through material gain, for social status. All of it was it didn't amount to anything. So, when you talk about giving up or having to go through stuff, I mean, I've gone through some stuff. I was a single parent myself, teenage mother. Um, I remember my mom telling me, she told me, she says, listen, if you decide that you're not going to go to college, you're going to have to get out of my house. Because I told her, I was like, I don't have this baby. I'm not going to college. I got to go to work. I gotta do something to make money. I can't go to college. I got to take care of this baby. And she says, if you decide not to go to college, you're going to get out of my house. So needless to say, I went on to college. Best thing I could have done because I was the first in my family to graduate from college. Had a rough
Mhm.
time getting through college, but first in my family, but I not only got one degree, I got 4 degrees. I have a specialist in education, and I mean, I'm just so thankful that my mom instilled that in me, and she, pushed me to go to college. Um, and then as far as my dad is concerned, the void in my life, it was filled with God because once I got a hold to the word of God, God told me he was my father and he'll be a father to the fatherless. And how great that has been. He has never failed me. He continues to just amaze me, provide for me. He's just an awesome God. He's an awesome father. So the void that I once had, I don't have anymore. Although, I'll never know my dad, but God has filled that void. So, as far as giving up, I think that the gift of not knowing my dad was that I received resiliency and resourcefulness, and I began to learn who I was because oftentimes your parents, they're there. You don't even understand it, but God orchestrated the whole thing. He put your mama and your daddy together just to birth you because he needed you in the world. And sometimes that's the promise of the whole thing. That's the gifting of the whole thing. Sometimes it's not it's your mama and your daddy had the DNA to make you, and that's what God wanted to push. And never in a million years would I had a thought that I would be doing Kingdom Women Win, or that I would be writing books, or that I would be affecting other people's lives internationally. So that's just proof in the pudding that God needed the two of them to make me. And so I can't even be mad about it. I'm really grateful for the whole thing. And so I'm just here to tell anybody that didn't grow up with their mom and dad, or you may have experienced what I've experienced. God is your father. Look to him, trust him, because ultimately your mama and your daddy, they don't know your purpose. They don't know why you were put here, but God knows. So we have to trust him.